Y'all listening to the Whiskey and Insurance Podcast with your hosts Luke Eckley, Talbott Buford, and Marquan Hughes. In this episode, the boys discuss valuable sales techniques, including the importance of upfront contracts, building rapport, and using the disc profile to improve interactions. Take a seat and take a sip. It's whiskey for the soul and insurance for the wallet.
Welcome back. He even got the hang.
I like
Come
that.
on. Yeah. No, welcome back, guys. I don't know what number this is. Number a lot episode.
Number a lot. Episode a lot.
And we got something new.
We do got something.
What do
new.
we got back here?
Fan to Luke's camera. Bah, boom, boom, boom.
Yes.
Whiskey and insurance.
Yes.
By
That's about. It looks really
Apollo.
nice. I would say. So's myself. It looks pretty good.
Yeah.
Don't you think?
We've been waiting on this. We started talking about this in December.
We started talking about this probably September of last year when we started the podcast. No, I'm kidding. It's been a long while.
Yes.
Yeah,
But
it has.
it's here.
It
And
is.
Again,
Shout
we're
out to
still not done.
Gator Graphics.
Gator graphics.
Gator graphics.
Gator
Shout out
Graphics.
to Gator graphics. Absolutely.
We still got more coming. We have shelves that we still haven't put up.
Yeah.
We're gonna need a lot more shelves now that I realized that.
Yeah, we got a lot of bottles, man.
We have a lot of bottles.
I wonder if we should just maybe get a shelving unit that goes
That's
here
what I was thinking.
and here.
But here's
and,
also-
we just line the bottles up like some glass shelving units.
Oh, that'd be pretty cool.
You know what I was also
What?
thinking would be cool? We got shiplap.
Oh yeah.
Put it on the wall.
Yeah. Let's just keep just spending the racks. Shiplap, Let's take
Shiplap's cheap.
let's take the sign down
Shiplap
and let's
is
put some
cheap.
shiplap up there.
We just cut the shiplap
This guy-
around it.
Oh yeah, let's
Money-
let's leave the sign up there and
Just-
cut shiplap around it.
Money grows on trees, man. I guess.
Anyways, I thought it was a great idea. But let's get into it because we're done.
Let's
talking
go,
about
baby.
this.
We are back.
Yeah.
We got a nice
We are
bottle.
back.
What we got?
13th Colony Distilleries.
I love that because I'm a big history guy.
I know you were
believe
about
it
to
or
say
not.
that.
No, you are.
And I love the Revolutionary War and the 13 colonies and the establishment of America, and we got all our freedom and just who we are today. And now we're gonna drink some 13th colony whiskey. That just sounds some American Revolutionary type shit.
We're just
Sounds like some
type
vibe.
shit.
Yeah.
As Future would say,
let's see
type
what it
shit.
is.
Yeah.
13th Colony Southern Bourbon is well-rounded, multiple double gold award-winning straight bourbon with hints of
This is right out of Virginia.
almost said it.
I'm glad you
hints
did.
of, hints of
Hints
Hints
vanilla,
of blank, blank,
Yeah.
blank,
vanilla,
blank,
honey,
blank,
butterscotch,
and blank. Easily enjoyed
All of them.
as an everyday sip. This bourbon
Blackberry.
is bound for your collection.
You
Ooh,
might
you
be
hear
right.
that? Bound for
Bound.
your collection. Give me your bottle, man.
I like that, Talbot. I like that.
Oh, let me get this going.
good bottle,
Hold on.
big
let's
bottle,
See. Oh, good job.
13th colony, straight out of
I think
Virginia.
we need a heavy pour today.
First episode with the sign in the
I
back.
like that.
I think a heavy pour is needed.
Oh,
Q. Need your glass,
There's
boy.
a nice scent of vanilla.
Why you sound like Trump? To each his own.
Heavy
Heavy pour.
You can go ahead and say that I'm right.
Yep.
I don't think you're right.
Really? Man,
it
then I
smells
just
good, though.
I must lose control of the buttons.
Well, you're. I'll put this up here. Okay, let me know what you think. Tell me.
Smells?
Smells.
I already told you vanilla. That's my first guess. It's my favorite guess.
All right, it's in there.
It's
go
in
ahead.
there.
Go
Yeah.
ahead.
What else we
I
got?
just love being able to hear this now. Hey, shout out Talbot. He's fixed my headset, so now I
can
can
hear.
hear.
And so that's why he's just pushing
I'm
buttons,
just pushing buttons.
away.
Yeah.
That's
To
good.
each his own. To each his own. I've missed that one. It's been it's
man.
been 4 months since I've
This smells so good.
Orange?
All right, I need more. I need more.
orange, honey,
No honey.
No orange?
stone fruits, cherry,
No orange.
What?
cherry,
Cherry.
Good.
Cherry?
Good.
Let's see what else I can
Okay,
get.
what's another one that we always say?
Butterscotch.
Close.
It's close to butterscotch, not
Caramel?
vanilla. Caramel.
Boom.
Be that.
Okay.
I got one.
You're missing a couple.
Blackberry.
couple.
No.
Nectarine.
You're missing.
Is it a
Peach.
fruit?
You're missing a food.
Peach.
Food.
Peach cobbler.
No. No.
Naming desserts and
No. A food, a type of...
Chicken.
shit. Please don't tell me it's chicken.
No chicken. All right, I'm about to tell you.
Okay.
Actually,
No.
let's taste it. Let's
Okay.
taste it first.
I'm far apart from you
Oh
guys.
my gosh! Well, I thought you were about to taste
No,
it.
I was smelling.
Whiskey for the
The
soul,
soul,
insurance for the wallets.
Ooh, that's good. I like that. That
is
hits
pretty
the
good.
spot too. It's
Wow.
That is
late
really good,
afternoon.
actually.
I like that. It's got a good
Wow.
bite. It's not too
That
is really
overbearing.
good,
What's the
actually.
proof on this mug?
Think
Mug?
it's 80?
On this mag mug?
Yeah, mag mug, whatever.
Proof is 95.
95.
That's good.
47.5% alcohol volume.
I'm tasting cinnamon.
No cinnamon.
Nothing?
I know what you are tasting, though.
It's a spice.
It is a spice.
Shit.
But it's not your average spice. You don't put it on food.
Yeah, no.
What is it? That's good.
Tobacco.
Really?
Tobacco.
I guessed it.
He didn't deserve that.
No.
He didn't deserve that
And then
at
the
all.
other two, sweet corn
Okay.
and leather.
Okay, this is a pop quiz.
Pop quiz.
Blue corn.
What?
Blue
corn.
What bottle?
What bottle?
What
Blue
bottle?
corn. It was the one with the hat.
What?
Yep.
It was the one with the hat.
What's the name?
Wood hat.
Wood hat.
Boom. You can hit the button on that one.
Process of elimination. Right there. That was
Yes.
good.
Yes.
No,
Wood
I
hat.
knew it. I just was curious if
Wood hat.
you were just going
I
there
said
guessing.
hat.
Yeah, you did say hat,
Dude,
but you
I-
didn't say the full name.
I didn't say wood hat.
Okay, then what was the long word on the front of that?
Rubenesque.
Rubenesque.
Oh, you remember that, don't you?
that!
Yeah. I bet you do remember that.
Rubenesque.
You know what we should do?
And you remember what big word you learned about on that bottle? Voluptuous.
Voluptuous women.
Yep.
That's what it was.
But today's episode is not about voluptuous women.
No, what I was going to say, though.
No,
Hold on, what I was going to say. What we should do, one Talks on the Rocks, we should go through every bottle and try to see what we remember about it.
Oh man, that's too many.
Yeah, that's a lot of
I'm
bottles.
sitting over here like, no, I don't even remember half of
1,
these.
2, 3,
Yeah.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's just
And there's like
10.
there's another 30 in my cabinet.
I think we should quiz our audience. We'll give them some quizzes throughout the week and see what if they remember.
Everyone say hi to Sarah.
What they,
Hi,
what
Sarah.
About it. Hi, Sarah.
Hi, Sarah. No, we should. We should. Speaking of audience,
I'm gonna go 8.5.
Whoa.
Sorry, 85.
8.5?
8.5.
Are you
That's
sure?
a solid B. Honestly, no,
kinda
I'm gonna go
high for me.
8.7.
that's kind of high for
I'm
me.
gonna go even higher. I'm just
Wow.
the more I sip this, I'm just like,
Yeah.
oh my gosh.
It's
Kinda high
a,
for
it's
me.
a
There's
fine
something
whiskey.
that I'm not,
8.7,
there's something I'm not
87.
liking in here.
It's a- yeah, I don't know about this one, brother.
You know what my son loves to do whenever he likes like food that he's about to get. So recently I've been doing.
Jeez, here we go.
Yeah.
He's it's
I'm
like, he like does
I
he
like
like
this whiskey.
spaghetti?
Oh
Does
yeah.
like
He. Oh yeah.
spaghetti? Yep. Yep.
Okay, what's your rating?
He likes spaghetti. I'm gonna give it probably. I like this a lot. It's a 9 for me.
Oh
I like it a
yeah.
lot. And the value of the bottle,
What is the value of the
$44.
bottle?
$44.
Wow.
$44.
Yeah, 8.8.
Yeah.
I'm gonna-
It has to go up. It has
I'm
to
gonna
go up.
do an 8.
What? Okay.
There's something in here. Like I said, there's something in here that it's the aftertaste for me that I'm not liking.
Oh, it's kind of like nuts.
Yeah, it's like tobacco though.
Oh, I love
you
it.
taste the tobacco.
Honestly,
Don't give me
I made-
that.
hey, where is this bottle made out of? Is it? I'm just curious.
Virginia, I believe. Check that.
I keep saying
I believe
Virginia.
It's Virginia.
But, when it said 13 colonies,
It's
I was
Virginia.
like Virginia.
It's
Got to be
Virginia.
Virginia, and he never said the name.
I bet it's Virginia.
By the way, so if it's Virginia, I'm gonna get me a buzzer because I've been saying Virginia.
I don't know where it is.
You don't know where
Oh.
to make it?
Bottled in Indiana
Oh.
Boo.
or distilled in Indiana.
How can you call an Indiana whiskey 13 colonies?
Yep.
Bro, you know why?
weren't even a
Because
state.
they wanted to.
But I get it. You're the history buff. I understand why you said that. I get it.
I mean,
I
just
get
talk about this being distilled in Virginia, and then like they
That
could
would've
take
been
it out
some
to like
history.
they could put it out on a boat,
Yeah.
off Roanoke, and they could say we ship this
Roanoke
out.
Valley.
We could ship this out for 90 days at sea. All of our bottles are aged.
They need to
in,
pay you.
in,
Going
in
too far.
barrels,
No, they need to pay him for
and
that.
and then boom,
That's a great ad. That's
Yeah.
a great.
90-day aged whiskey at sea,
I like that.
wooden barrels
Okay.
We need
Anyways,
to check.
with tobacco.
great
leaves.
bottle.
We need to check.
We air drive our tobacco leaves for hours. We smoke the tobacco leaves in a
Real
room.
detail.
And then we put them in the barrels.
This is usually YouTube.
This is usually
No, this is YouTube. No, so you deal with it.
I'm dealing with it.
You deal with it.
I love it. I'm
I'm
enjoying
dealing
it.
with it.
Yeah, I love it.
Anyways, talk about audience.
Me too.
What?
We have something coming up that's really.
Wait,
Oh, wait.
we're not hitting that.
Yeah.
No.
Why?
Sorry.
You don't
we're
want to get
not
the
doing
word
that.
out there?
No.
Yeah.
Oh.
No.
Okay.
we're
Guess y'all have to wait.
Screw it. Tell them.
That's what I said. Anyways, so talk about
my
audience. Why would we not tell them?
Go, Talbot.
Yeah.
Live audience.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We are going to be hosting a live podcast.
Shout out to Stewie's
Ooh, Stewie's.
for letting us
In downtown LS.
downtown LS for letting us use their humble abode.
But
hosting
let
us.
us know when you think we should host our live podcast.
Yeah.
Comment down
We're,
below.
we're shooting for September, but let us know
Yeah.
what. Because we want to
I like
make
that.
sure we have enough time to,
We want to plan it. We want to have some people
broadcast
there.
this.
It'll be fun.
Well, I want us to be more
You can come on.
intentional in what we're saying. Okay,
sure.
a live podcast.
Yeah.
What is that?
Yeah,
that
what
means
is
that
live
we're gonna have. That
podcast?
means that we're gonna have
Is
guest
that just
interaction.
live over the online?
Ooh, so you
What
can
is that?
come
No,
on
this
to the
means
Whiskey
in
and
person.
Insurance podcast.
This is in person. You're gonna see us face to face. We're gonna be talking to the audience out there.
Okay.
Y'all are gonna be able to come up here and talk to us. We're gonna have times
We're going to have an
that
extra mic. Wow.
We're gonna have an extra mic. We're gonna have times where we stop filming and we engage with you guys. We ask you questions. We're gonna have a Q&A. We're gonna be able to answer questions you guys have. You guys are gonna be able to drink with us, have fun with us. We're gonna stay out after.
They
and probably
could
have
tell
a
us
couple
what
drinks.
whiskeys we could have.
100%. You can do whatever you want. You can tell us what to wear for all I care.
No, we can't do that.
Why?
I wear specific things.
That means you just have to tell Marquan what to wear.
But
Anyways,
yes,
that's what's gonna happen. More details.
Man, this
soon.
is really good. I may have to get one of these bottles for my house.
I like it a lot.
I'm not lying.
Macadoodles.
Macadoodles.
$44.
Shout out
$44.
Macadoodles.
Shout out
for having a
Macadoodles.
good whiskey selection.
Yeah, absolutely.
I will say, you kind of run out of whiskey selections. And
yeah,
like
we're gonna have to
Macadoodles,
start ordering online.
I think Macadoodles has still got plenty of bottles for us to
They
select
do.
from,
They
right?
got a
they
lot.
switch out a lot, which is
got a lot.
good. Which is nice.
Yeah.
And they're always really helpful whenever we ask for a bottle.
Yeah.
Cool.
So
That's awesome.
let's keep that in mind
Yeah.
for sure.
We want to thank you so much for our sponsor, Apollo Insurance Group, who has sponsored about close to 50 bottles here for us, the space, the utilities that we have here, everything for us. So we want to appreciate them for doing what they do best, and that's supporting us and positively impacting our lives as well as the others that they serve. So thank you so much, Apollo, and we'll be back.
Wow, that was good. That's
To each his own.
my favorite one.
To each his own, honestly.
Yeah, man.
Come on, tell us. What are we talking about today?
Yeah, what are we talking about today?
Well, it's been a minute since we've given you guys some actual hands-on content that you can utilize for individuals that are looking for a career in sales, right? Just the day-to-day, the mentality, sales technique, things like that you're actually going to use that's going to benefit you in, your career when it comes to sales. So that's what we want to speak about today is just some different tactics that you can utilize in your field, in sales in general. Right? Not
Phone
just
sales?
insurance.
Phone sales? Face to face?
Face to face.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Phone sales.
Oh, wow, we doing it all.
I mean, literally in general, these principles can be all across the board. And so I want to hit on a few that's pretty crucial. And I know that we use and we implement in our agents day one. When they get in here, we let them know, okay, this is what we like to utilize. This is what's going to get your foot in the door. And this is going to get the process going for you. And so, and that's what I wanted to talk about, and hopefully you guys listening can take some of this and apply it.
I know the last time we did this, we did have someone tune in. They were doing some. It was actually a guest we had. Your coach was it your ex-coach? Yeah, Loff was tuning into our cold calling. Podcast episode, which we were giving tips and tricks on cold calling, and he was cold calling, and he listened to that podcast, and he said he actually picked up a couple pieces. So
Which is cool. It's cool to hear.
Yeah.
Shout out, Loff.
Yep.
So please apply it. And we're just not giving you guys content just to give it to you. We want you guys to actually apply it to your everyday lives because that's what we're here for. So the first thing that I want to bring up,
talk to him.
That's super, super important. When you're on the phone, it could be face to face, it could be whatever, right? There's this thing called an upfront contract. There you go. Thank you, Luke. It's an upfront contract. And so
what is that?
When you hear an upfront contract, well, I'm going to pose the question. Okay. When you hear the upfront contract, what does that sound like? What does that sound like to you hearing, oh, an upfront contract? What do you think that is?
So, one of the upfront contracts is, honestly, there's multiple different ways you can go about kind of not persuading, but kind of getting in front of the upfront contract. Part of it is kind of finding out what pain they're looking for, what struggles they're having within, the health insurance or the car that they have or any type of sales that you're in, right? And getting down to the bottom of what's going to persuade them or what they are needing to change, okay? So an upfront contract would be, if I find you a plan that's going to cover this, this, and this, when is the next time or when is the best day for you to get back on the phone so we can get this started for you for August 1st or August 15th? Something like that. Something being able to get the person that is going to say yes and be able to get back on the phone and give them valuable information to help their situation, not just ring around the bush.
I agree with that. I think that I'm going to take it a little bit further. I'm going to let Luke chime in after this. But I think the upfront contract, what it allows us to do is to put parameters on where the conversation and where the call is going, right? Upfront. Upfront. Look at that word, upfront. We're going to let you know everything. We're going to get everything out the way up front, and we're going to know that this is what you want, this is what you want to do, etc. And so usually how I approach an upfront contract, I'm on the phone with said client. Hey, Susie.
Nice name.
Susie.
Well, I deal with Medicare recipients all day long, so it's a common name in with that demographic. But just, hey, Susie, this is just so you know, this is what I like to do in our process, right? We want to make sure that you're squared away. We want to make sure that you're good to go and by the end of this phone call. So usually what I do is I look for a policy for you. We're contracted with every carrier on the market, so you don't have to go anywhere else. We have every contract available to you. And my job, Susie, my job is to make sure that I'm going to, going hunting for you. I'm going to look and see what's going to be the best affordable option for you. And so that's what I'm going to do. Then, Susie, if you have any questions for me, any concerns for me, I'm available to answer those. But the next question I want to propose to you, Susie, is that if we find something within your budget that works with you and it gives you everything you need, will you be willing to move forward in the process in regards to the application?
And when are you looking to get that started, Susie?
Right. And so usually...
You are too funny. Don't let him get in your head.
No, not at all. Not at all. And then usually their response, yes, is what they usually respond. And then you have that agreement, right? And so what the upfront contract does is if something were to happen and you get towards the end of the call, right, you can always revert back to the upfront contract. Yeah. If Susie tells you, no, I didn't want to do this policy or it doesn't make sense to me, well, Miss Susie, we spoke about this earlier. You told me if I got everything that you wanted, everything squared away for you, that you would be willing to move forward. What did I do wrong?
What's going on?
Was it something that I didn't do? Is it something that I didn't explain thoroughly enough?
Is your dog got to go potty?
It helps you. It helps you navigate the objections later on down the line. So that's why it's so crucial. Once you get them to commit to the upfront contract
early on.
So that's the additive piece that I would add to it, Talbot.
I love that.
Luke, what would you say in that regard, in regards to the upfront contract?
That's really good. And what you guys have talked about can be implemented across all sales industries. But I want to talk about an upfront contract. Let's say you get an objection. And that objection is, my husband takes care of the insurance, or devil's advocate on the other side is, my wife handles all of our health insurance bills. I don't do any deal with it. I don't have anything when it comes to I couldn't even tell you the name of our carrier. I just know I hate it and I don't want to deal with it. And I know we pay a lot of money for it. What are your options?
Well, hey, Susie, I get that a lot, and sometimes, trust me, if my wife didn't want to handle it, I definitely wouldn't want to handle it either, but someone has to, right? That's what we call a decision maker, okay? That's when you propose the question of getting on the phone with both of them. Like, hey, okay, Susie, absolutely. Your husband takes care of all the health insurance. I totally get that. When's the best time that me, you, and your husband can all get on the phone and we can discuss options for you? That way we have someone on there that knows what the plan is, and I can help suit you guys better.
Yeah. Can I change the approach just a tad?
Absolutely. Cool. Change anything.
Cool. So what I would say, Mark, let's say that you called me and your wife is the person that manages all the health insurance. Yep. And I say, Mark, No, that's awesome. I'm the same way. I deal with health insurance, and guess what? I don't deal a thing outside of setting up the plan for our health insurance. My wife handles all that stuff. So you're a lot like me, and I get it. One of the things I would propose, though, I would propose a phone call between you and your wife and me. And it's simply that. It's not a sales call, it's a phone call. And I just want to talk to you guys both about health insurance, because guess what? You're going to ask some questions that your wife's not going to think of, and your wife's going to ask some questions that you're not going to think of. And you guys are both going to get the information from the horse's mouth. And you're not going to have to remember and retain and try and apply what most people consider, essentially physics when it comes to health insurance and health insurance talk, because it's not normal. You got copays and deductibles and co-insurance and max out of pockets, and how does it all work together? You got to remember all that. You can hear both of you guys on one phone call. And then I'll do one thing that's super, super important when we set up this phone call. At the end of the phone call, I'm going to hang up. And I'm going to after you guys have asked all the questions that you want to do, I'm going to go ahead and hang up and then let you and your wife decide what's the best plan for you moving forward. It's important because most husbands do not want to put their wife on a phone call, specifically a sales call, and be pressured into a sales call. So the important part there is I'm going to hang up and let you guys make that decision together.
I agree 100%.
And then follow through and do that. Don't push for a sales on that sales call. So that's what I would handle that.
No, that was good.
Yeah, 100%. I would agree 100%. And I think that
Yeah, scratch my way.
no, man, no, always are good. But I agree 100%. I think even alongside with that, sometimes you gotta, and it's gonna bring me to my next point. You gotta add levity when it comes to this. You gotta add
Jinx,
a lot
you
of
owe me a
levity.
whiskey.
And so, even take the small opportunities that you have to create levity and rapport, which I'm gonna get to next. Rapport.
Levity.
But I wanna,
Let's talk about levity, though, before you jump into rapport.
yeah.
What's levity, and how do you do that in a conversation?
Yeah, levity is just something you can just little tidbits you can put to put things at ease, right? Insurance is a topic that nobody
Everybody
wants
hates.
to talk about.
Yeah, but everybody
right?
has to have.
But everybody has to have, and it's uncomfortable. So our job as agents is to make it comfortable, make it feel normal, right? Just make it feel like a because regular conversation, right? And you want to feel like a regular agent. Because they're getting these calls from so many people, or just if they're buying other things, they're just robotic. These people want the information. They're on and off the phone in a matter of, 10 minutes, right? That's not the exchange that we want to have as brokers or selling someone a big line item in their home. That's not the exchange that we want to have. So levity, as in, just put their mind at ease. Make sure that we educate them. Make sure we be jovial on the phone.
I always say levity is, like you just try and make them laugh.
Yeah.
You're trying to bring some jokes into the conversation about a serious topic that puts them at ease, like you said.
Yeah.
So you're cracking a joke. You're saying something that is unique and different. You're not. And the deductible is $3,000, and the max out of pocket is $5,000, and the copays are $20, $30, and $50. What's your husband's date of birth? And what's your date of birth? And what are your kids' dates of birth? And where do you live at? No,
It gets old.
yeah,
Quick.
Like what are you doing?
Yeah.
Why would
no
you?
trust.
You're running right through your stuff.
Yeah.
There's no form. What we talk about form that we brought
That's
up.
where we're going. Yeah.
Family, occupation,
Recreation.
recreation, motivation.
Yeah.
And you got to weave in and out of that throughout that process.
Yeah.
So that was levity. Now jump into rapport,
Yeah.
which is kind of
Kind of
form.
Yeah. There you go. But no, I think levity is good. And even when Luke was using the illustration of, talking to a husband and wife and, not wanting the husband to make the decision of the wife.
The spouse gets played on all the
Yep,
time, no matter
exactly.
what sales field it is. Oh, I got to talk to my spouse about that. Oh, I got to talk to my spouse about that. Oh, my spouse makes that decision. I don't make that decision. Oh, if I made that decision, my wife would absolutely kill me.
Correct.
Or all of those. That happens all the time. So you got to learn how to get past that and set up a phone call. Because if that is truly the case, which it probably is, if they're making a decision like this, get them both on the phone together.
Yeah.
So they can both hear your pitch. They can both hear how you present on health insurance, because we're expecting someone to retain information where we're the expert in the field, no matter what product it is, And then to retain that and then spit it all back out to their spouse, how many ever hours later that they have that conversation.
Exactly.
It's never going to work.
Exactly.
Nope.
You got to have both of them on the same call.
And again, going back to what I agree 100%, Luke. But even when they play on each other, it's like, okay, okay, Bill, I don't want you to have to sleep on the couch because you can't go back to your wife and explain what I just spoke with you. Right?
Levity.
You know, it's levity. You joke about it, and guess what? 9 times out of 10, they're laughing.
They giggling.
They've slept on the couch.
Oh,
before.
my
Trust me, we all got a fake laugh.
My favorite question where I add levity is like, all right, now I got your date of birth. Now what's your wife? This is the next question. It's very important. What's your wife's date of birth?
Yes.
And then, boom, you see, like they normally laugh like that, like
yes.
they're like, oh gosh, yeah. And then they use. I'm like, all right, perfect. You passed the first test. Now
Yep.
you can get the next one.
Yep.
And you just add that joking, that conversation feel
Yeah.
all over the phone.
Yeah.
You have to do it, and that brings us to our next point in regards to building rapport and bonding with the individual on the phone. You can bond.
In multiple
I
ways.
believe you can bond with any individual, period.
100%.
But you have to be willing. You have to have courage. You have to be willing to do it. And so when you're on these calls, you have to, like Luke said earlier, and we talked about on our other podcasts, there's this principle, and then we're going to double down on. It's form. Mm-hmm. It's form, right? And when I say form, I mean FORM. Period.
M as in Mary.
Right.
Period.
And so what does F stand for?
Family.
Family. So what that means is that when I'm on a phone call, and it does not have to be in that order.
Right.
You don't have to hit these things in that order. That's just what it's called.
Just make sure you're hitting it.
Correct. Yeah. When I'm on a phone call and I'm having conversations with people, I want them to feel like they can open up to me. I can be honest with them, share things with them, and I want to get to know them. Because once you get to that call and you get to know someone and you've built that rapport, it makes it easier for the sale at the end of the day. So family, I'm asking about their family. How many kids do you have? Okay, are they in sports? Okay, gotcha. Oh, little Timmy just broke his leg last year.
Timmy.
Is he recovering?
Timmy.
How's Timmy doing now?
Right.
People
What
love
sports
to
was he
talk
playing?
about. Yes, exactly.
What sports was he playing? Oh, he's playing football.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I played travel football growing up. Is he doing any travel football that goes late into the year?
Yep.
Oh, yeah, he does that. Yeah. Is he playing any 3 or 4 games on a Saturday in Lawrence, Kansas in the middle of the snow and rain? Because guess what? I did that.
it. Yeah.
And so, like,
Be relatable.
correct. You're asking about that, and they love to talk about their kids. Oh, cool.
Love it.
What position does your son play?
Yep.
Has nothing to do with insurance.
Nothing.
Nothing. But you're asking about their family.
Yes. And you're becoming. They're not looking at you as an agent anymore. They're looking at you as a person.
Yep.
Like you're personable now.
And a big
Right.
thing is if you're getting objections during that, or they're, you can tell they're doing quick responses to try to get you on to the next thing. You didn't do a good enough job about A, building the upfront contract, and B, building that early on, side of yourself where they know that you're open. They know that you want to have a conversation. It's not just business related.
Well, if they're not willing to give that information, I'm asking questions. Like, one, they either are a high D, and then maybe we run in a small
Disc
business,
profile.
and maybe they're just that way.
Yeah.
I'm still then going to follow back up. If they do that, I'm going to say, all right, hey, I just want to double check here really quick. You're in the market for health insurance, right?
Yeah.
And they're going to say, yes, I am. You're currently if I solve your problem, come in at the premium that you're wanting to come in at. You're wanting to move and have health insurance start for you August 1st, right? And then they're going to answer that question. And if they can't answer that with a confident yes, then you're wasting your time.
Yeah.
Because then they're like, if they're not willing to answer questions about their family,
Of course.
it's like, okay, what are we doing here? Are you actually in the market for health insurance, or are you just like shopping, just trying to see what I've got?
Of course.
So
And so again, I don't want to hit on each letter, but family, you hit on that, and then you ask an intake question. You have to move from building the report and getting the data and information that you need for the quote, right? And so
well,
after
Timmy's
I'm asking
14.
family,
Is he taking any medications for ADHD or anything like that?
there you go.
Everybody is nowadays.
Or is he taking any medications, period?
Yeah. Did they have him on any meds after he got injured? Is he still on those medications? Things that
Does he have
get
asthma?
what you need.
I had some asthma where I had an inhaler growing up. Does he have any asthma at all where you need an inhaler?
Just
so-
the way you said that.
But you're weaving. No, seriously,
Yeah,
you're
you're
weaving
weaving.
in and out. And by the time you get to the end of the call, you should have built enough rapport that they trust you and that you have. That's crazy.
That
work.
is actually
That's
cringe.
crazy work.
That's crazy.
Maybe Sarah can edit that out. She'll take that out. But you built enough rapport towards the end of the call where it works out smoothly for you, and you can help help another family. And so that's a big part of it. That's a super crucial part of it. Another
we missed one
that we talked about earlier.
Go ahead.
That kind of Luke alluded to earlier, mirroring and matching. Mm-hmm. Oh, that's ideal.
That's ideal.
Right? People like people that are like
Them.
Yes. So if you can do that, then you have a skill. And it works, right? So if you get somebody on the phone, like Luke said earlier, that's just stern, straight to the point.
See, we're hitting on something that we didn't explain, though. What is a personality type? What is that we...
Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying, what is that we use?
We use DISC.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah,
explain that.
DISC.
What is that? You want
We
me
use
to
DISC.
explain that? You want to explain that?
Hey, you got it. I want to see you explain it. Yes.
Okay.
Go
DISC
ahead.
profile is a type of
He's
person.
like, okay, let me do it.
DISC profile is a type of personality profilization. Wow, that wasn't even a word.
Profilization.
DISC profile is a
Profilization.
That was crazy.
Let's pull that out.
Yeah,
Do you have a Webster's dictionary?
that ain't it.
Let's go get that.
Go ahead.
Hey, you remember back in
Disc
school, though,
profile.
low key, when we had to get a dictionary and we had them in your desk and you had to
Yes.
pull out? Do you remember that?
Yes.
Or were you? Was that? Am
I
too
had a
old for you?
dictionary in my school, yes, in my desk.
Did you have a dictionary in your like a Webster's where you would pull out and you
Yes.
was like in elementary?
Get the meaning and
Oh
everything.
yeah.
to work.
Oh
Absolutely.
yeah. I had that.
Absolutely, I did.
I
You
had
act
that.
like you're 30 years older than
I mean,
us.
I am.
You're not. You're 2 years older.
Okay, come back.
Disc profile.
My son's 3.
Yeah.
DISC profile. It is how you're going to figure out what type of mirror matching you need to be with that person.
There you go.
A D is someone who is a business owner, not all the time, but that's just what we kind of say. Business owner, someone who is high up exec, someone who is just a very dominant
There you go.
defensive
That's the word
person.
I'm looking for D.
Okay,
Dominant.
dominant defensive person.
Domineering.
They're very stern, straight to the point. They're usually number driven. It's like Luke. Luke is a D. You get on the phone with Luke, he wants numbers, and that's about it. If you can match what he wants,
Now you're giving
Perfect.
salespeople ways to contact me.
well, that's what we need.
You know what's crazy? And I always know too. Like anytime it's a sales call and I answer the phone, they always go, "Hey, how's your day?" I don't give a shit how my day's going. Don't ask me about my day. Like, I had one on. I literally said, someone goes, "Hey, how are you doing?" I said, "Good. What do you need?" That was my response. How can I help you?
It's a prime example of a D response. Okay? Then you're going to
Next.
move on to I. I is intellectual,
There you go.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah.
There you go.
I is intellectual. So they're going to be more, in tune with what they want, but they're a little more shy. Okay? They're not going to exactly tell you what exactly they want. You're going to have to really work for it. Okay? They know they need help, but they're not just going to upfront and give it to you. You have to work a little bit. You have to build more rapport.
Think influence. Influence. They love to influence others.
Yes.
They tend to be enthusiastic, open, trusting, energetic. I'm reading off the thing.
Okay, then do S.
Steadiness. A person in the
Steadiness.
DISC quadrant places emphasis on cooperation, sincerity, loyalty, and dependability.
Loyalty, that's a big thing.
They tend to have a calm, deliberate disposition. They don't like to be rushed.
Then you have C, which is what every person in sales love. We love our C's.
Conscientiousness.
C's are someone who wants every single 500-page brochure that
They
you
demand
possibly have.
They demand the details.
Yes. They want to know everything, and they will read it,
And the reason being is because they fear being wrong.
of course.
They want to
And
be
that's totally
compliant
fine.
with everything.
But you have to understand with those people, you can tell early on who those people are. It's very easy. They're going to ask a lot of questions. They're going to stop you on the little things and ask you to explain it more. That's totally fine. Those people are going to happen. You just have to understand how you have to go about that conversation. That conversation is going to turn in from a 30-minute conversation to an hour and a half. You're going to have to explain every little detail. You're going to have to send them an email while you're explaining it to them so they can read it. Okay, you're going to have to have more conversations. You got to have more communication with them. You have to stay very deliberate with that.
I do like C's though,
Of course.
because once you sell them,
They're course.
they're very loyal and they're not going to move.
And they don't have very
because-
many questions.
Correct.
Yeah,
Because
they know
they-
how to use the policy.
Correct.
Absolutely. Not a bad thing. It's more upfront, which is totally fine.
Correct.
That's the disc profile. Okay.
Thank you.
I don't know.
You've got to know who you're talking
Got
to.
to know.
have to.
I can
That's
pick
gonna
up.
help mirror
I can
match.
pick up within 5 to 10 seconds who I'm talking to.
Yep.
Yep.
Within
Very
1 to
easy.
2 responses.
And that first 30 seconds of the call, that's what matters. That first 30 seconds, if you can diagnose who you're talking to, and if you're able to switch it up and get to be who you need to be on that phone call for them, that matters. That's when you win the call in the first 30 seconds.
Absolutely.
And so it's crucial. And so remember that 30 seconds is important. And so, yes, I agree 100%. You have to mirror and match. You have to know who you're talking to. And so it's very crucial. So
Yeah.
that was, we
I
gave
feel-
a lot of
yeah,
juice.
that was a lot of
I
juice
feel like
right
we
now.
give a lot of juice. I can give a lot more,
Yep.
but we've given enough.
We've given some juice.
PT2.
Yeah.
PT2.
Yeah, we
PT2.
part
PT
two
period
it.
two?
Part two it. Yeah.
PT period 2.
But I agree 100%. I think you guys take this, use it. Any questions that you guys have
Ask
for
us.
us, make sure you ask us.
what we're
Type it
here
in
for.
the comments.
Send us a message.
Chat us, email us, whatever. All of our information is out there. And
at the
don't
end of the
forget,
day,
we have a live podcast coming up.
Subscribe.
subscribe.
Like our YouTube channel. Follow us on TikTok. We
Hit
post
that
some funny,
notification
we post some
bell if
funny
you want to see
TikToks.
when we post.
Hey, you know what we should do? I really loved the TikTok that you guys all did in like October, where you had to guess
The
which
whiskey.
whiskey.
I
I
did
kind of
that
like.
one,
We
too.
should do another
was pretty
one.
We'll
of
do
those.
another one tonight.
That was pretty
We'll
cool.
film one tonight.
Yeah.
You're dangerous.
You're
You
dangerous.
always try to
Anyways,
stay past.
also, don't
You're
forget
dangerous.
about our
Got
freaking
kids.
giveaway that we're trying to give you guys for free.
We'll
and
take
you are
it.
playing.
We'll take it.
I'll take the Louis
No,
V
we'll take
wallet.
it. We'll just take it home with us.
I already got one, but I'll take another one.
Yeah. We got a Louis V wallet, so please hit the subscribe button, follow us on social media, stay in touch with us. We're here for you. We're here for if you'd like us to talk on a specific topic, you like a certain whiskey for us to try that we haven't tried yet, let us know. We love hearing feedback from y'all, especially when we do our lives. Our lives are always fun because we do get a lot of feedback on the lives, which is awesome. But feel free to comment. That's what we're here for. We're here to continue to give you guys the information that y'all want. So thanks for
also-
tuning in.
Also, it's we're not going anywhere.
Yeah.
We're here for the long run.
Oh
Yeah, we got
We're
a
gonna-
sign now.
Yeah, we're gonna grow
committed,
this
baby.
thing. We're gonna grow this thing to the millions.
Yeah.
We're about to travel on tour with this thing.
Oh yeah, that's how you coming?
Yeah, that's how I'm coming.
Hey, speaking into existence,
Yeah,
my
that's
Come on
guy.
now.
future, baby. Come on, manifestation.
Manifestation.
All right, guys. Appreciate y'all. Till next time.
Until next time, whiskey and
Cheers.
insurance.
Whiskey and insurance.
Yeah.
Whiskey for the soul, insurance for the wallet.
Thank you.
This has been the Whiskey and Insurance Podcast, brought to you by Apollo Health Insurance. Don't forget to subscribe and stay updated on new episodes.
Aye.